So in this lecture, we will look at another content brief and we look our contextual vector, how we create it with these specific queries. In this content brief, we have just two columns. One is from the medical news today. It is the structured web page. That's why we take queries from that page, and another one from the health line that we try to classify with it. Again, these queries are not classified in an order according to the volume, but it's aligned how the web page are ranking for that query. Means on this query, this web page is ranking on first. So according to this order, we align all these queries. Now you one thing realize that 70% water in human body, it's not 69% or 71%, its exact number 70%. The numbers inside the queries are the most important thing we talk about later, maybe because the number inside the queries affect the relevance in a really different way. Sometimes it's not just about the exact number, even if the number is not exactly the same according to the queries. And if you are using close related numbers like 71, still you can be relevant. And this is about a little bit truth ranges, but it's another topic. So once we start to generating the question from these queries, we see that the questions appear inside the queries. In other words, that means these are explicit question queries. In that case, we will need to deepen or create the question context variations of these specific questions. And in that specific case, we ask this question in a proper format: what is the water percentage in body? Because whenever we use this query or their answer terms, the question that generated from this query is in the boolean question in is or are. So that's why we write this in a proper way. And after that, we create its variation. We use here the concept of lexical semantics. For example, the body have a certain amount of water, for example 70%. According to the lexical semantics, the body have a different parts. So that's why we go for the different organs, which organs have how much amount of water. And then we go here antonym, synonym and antonym, higher and lower. And then we go for the female body, male body and the child's body. And according to what age, what the certain amount of water. If you look at the queries by meaning, it's all talk about for the human body. So we go as in lexical semantics for alternate to the animal bodies. We talk about the siblings of human body and which animal have what amount of percentage. We did not go for a specific. We make it general. Then we go for how does water help body functions. We also talk about this question in our benefits of drinking water and what happens when you drink too much water. We talk about the same question in another different briefs. Then we next go for the body weight is water. We changing the measurement unit from the percentage to the milligram, kilogram or whatever you use. So in that case, imagine that neural matching or the N type of matching will be changing because the measurement unit that we are using, it also changing. It's not a percentage anymore. Then we ask for does drinking water help for weight loss, and we connect it back to our root article, that is the benefits of drinking water. And you note something, we give this boolean question h4 because as I said, we give the boolean question always lower hierarchy level to decrease the weight of the boolean question in specific document. Now here we decrease the weight of our internal link. That's why we give here h4. And you notice also we did not give any internal link from our macro context, but we just give one anchor text in the supplementary content. So in the next lecture, we will talk about our heading levels and our article methodology. You can see the contextual vector is too short in this content brief, but if we go for the article methodology, it's a way much deeper. So we'll talk about in the next lecture. Thank you.